The top 5 prison escapes that failed horribly. 5. James Edward Russell. James Edward Russell, having served no fewer than 4 prison sentences, no doubt spent a lot of time contemplating the logistics of his escape before he finally tried. He successfully escaped from the minimum security Olympic Correction Center in Washington state and made it 14 whole miles before his dependence upon technology got the best of him. He decided to stop at a cabin and asked to use the phone to call a friend. However, the cabin he chose was being rented out by an off-duty Olympic Corrections Center guard, who immediately recognized Russell's gear. After a brief fight, the fugitive was brought back to the facility and faced more time for the attempted escape. 4. Rafael Valadao. Rule of thumb for making a prison tunnel: make sure you can actually fit through it before you attempt to escape. 4 Brazilian prisoners forgot this very simple guideline when they tried to bust out of a penitentiary by knocking a hole in the prison shower. Rafael Valadao, the well-built tattooed convict, tried to follow one of his smaller fellow prisoners who had already made a bid for freedom through the gap. However, he was left with his upper body hanging outside of the prison while he was trapped by the hole in the wall around his midriff. He was rescued after firemen smashed through the rest of the wall and is now being treated for a suspected fractured rib. 3. Giulio B. Spanish police officials announced last week that they had foiled an elaborately unsuccessful escape attempt at a Canary Islands prison, involving an Italian prisoner they are calling Giulio B. The 52-year-old Giulio was in jail after he was caught transporting over 400 pounds of cocaine in a seaplane. According to the escape plot, a 4-meter-long Zeppelin would fly into the prison, deliver him night vision goggles and climbing equipment with which he could scale the prison walls, and the gas-filled vehicle would leave unnoticed. Unfortunately for him, his plan was about as successful as the Hindenburg. A package containing the blimp was intercepted before it could even be inflated, and 3 accomplices to the escape plot were arrested. 2. Juan Ramirez Tijerina. In 2011, Maria del Mar Arjona Rivero visited her boyfriend in a Mexican prison for a 1-hour conjugal visit, but for some reason it looked like she was packing for a week-long trip. The oversized, bulky suitcase getting wheeled away from a prison cell by a nervous woman was a giveaway on so many levels. And so it didn't take long for police in the Caribbean state of Quintana Roo in Mexico to foil the would-be prison escape of Juan Ramirez Tijerina. A quick check revealed Tijerina curled up in the fetal position inside the bag. Needless to say, his 20-year sentence for a 2007 illegal weapons possession conviction may get a bit longer. And of course, Arjona was arrested and has her own set of charges pending. 1. Andrew Wilson. Now this guy takes the cake for dumbest escapes. Most people have enough patience to wait 24 hours before their prison release. Andrew Wilson is not most people. While on a work release program one day before he was set to be let go, Wilson stole a truck and fled in Shelby County, Kentucky. Wilson had served 19 of the 20 days of his sentence for burglary, theft, and unlawful taking and possession of a controlled substance. After the breakout, he faced additional theft and escape charges.